have to manage, for instance, achieving something. I don't want to give your answer away, but just touch on that. So how do you get to the decision of saying, actually, decking is the final answer, and how would that process actually work?
Just to give an example, like proximity blasting at Skychrome, for instance, if we have structures that are very close to the block and you have holes that are drilled or planned to be drilled like very deep, like close to 20 meters, then you're looking at like charging like really quite a lot of explosives depending on your hole diameter, and looking at what the hole diameters are, what could end up leading to a decision to do a decking is essentially your MIC, because you're trying to get less explosives in, but also at the same time get the same results. And just to give you an example, there was a blast in which we did do a deck design. In this case, if I remember correctly, we charged like 50 kgs, but we split it into 2 decks. So the first bottom, we charged 30 kgs. We still primed it as well, and then we had a stemming plug. Again, the stemming plug helps tremendous, especially when it comes to like doing that air deck that you spoke about earlier. But essentially, the second deck, the first deck, 30 kgs, and then we had a plug sitting at 6.5 meters from the collar, and then from there we stemmed at 0.5 meters, and then we charged the remainder, the 20 kgs. We still managed to keep that MIC, the charge at 20 kilograms. We still managed to charge deeper holes, and we still had enough stemming, not too deep confinement again, like you spoke earlier. We still managed to have an air gap and still managed to blast and get our fragmentation the way we wanted to. So I guess it all depends on what is your objective and what it is that you're trying to do in terms of your MIC. And so it helps really a lot when it comes to managing your MIC, especially when it comes to those deeper holes to do a deck charge.
Yeah, you've touched on it.